Hello everybody, this is Melissa with Enchanted Emerald bringing you your monthly reading for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising for February 2022. As we get started here, as always, I use the traditional Rider-Waite deck. That is my go-to deck for all of my readings. So stepping into the energy here, Scorpio, there's a lot of stability coming in. There's lots of fours in your reading, and so I feel like there's a consistency, a stability. It's been building for a while, and I feel like on the other side of this, this month you will be embracing changes, and I feel like you're going to be ready and willing to risk it all because the reward is going to be huge. The payoff is huge, and you're ready to embrace that. You're ready to claim that. And so stepping into the first week of February, Scorpio, we have the Ace of Cups, beautiful energy, all of the senses involved there, with the King of Wands, creative energy, with the Eight of Cups. Now, this is actually one of my absolute favorite cards of the whole deck. I love walking away from things that aren't serving us and really stepping into a space where we're seeking our full fulfillment, our full 10 of Cups, happiness, joy, rainbows, butterflies, unicorns, sparkles, all the things. And so with this, I really feel, there's a question being posed here, like, what is it that you're healing from? And if you want to take a moment and really just think about that, maybe right away, right? Maybe it came to you right away. Maybe you know exactly what it is that you're working on. Maybe others of you are really having to kind of dig deep. What is it that you're healing from? I feel like you might be taking a look at the past as you enter this month, and I feel like you're really reflecting and realizing, gosh, I have come so far. And I really think that this is about giving yourself a space and time to give yourself the recognition that you deserve, right? Because you have come so far. And I feel like you're in a space where you're realizing that maybe you aren't truly happy where you're at, or maybe you've accomplished a lot, but maybe there's still more to accomplish, and you're feeling like the situation that you're in, maybe that this is like a thief of joy to you, right? It's just not making you happier. It's just not as fulfilling as it used to be, or as it once was. And so you're feeling like you're missing out, and that's what's leading you to this Eight of Cups. You're about to walk away maybe from something that is no longer serving you. You're looking for that other two cups, the other two cups, your full set of 10 cups. Maybe you're feeling like you've been robbed of something. Maybe you've been feeling like you've been robbed of an experience within a situation. Maybe you feel as though there are, emotions running high, and that you are having so much that you're putting into it energetically that it's just not giving back enough emotionally anymore, right? And it's just not as fulfilling. And therefore you have to kind of reprioritize, like, where is it that you're putting your energy? Because you want to make sure that you're putting your time and energy into things that are really giving back to you, filling up that cup. And so I feel as though you understand that this is like a situation in which there's no use complaining about it, and so you're ready and willing to get out there and do something about it. And I feel like you're going to do whatever it takes to get you to a space where you feel that happiness again, you feel that joy again. Maybe it's not that you didn't feel joy, right? But maybe joy at the level that you once felt within a situation. So perhaps it's a career, perhaps it's a relationship, however that resonates for you. You're ready to do what it takes, okay? So moving into the second week, Scorpio, we have 4 cards, and this is going to be for the 6th through the 12th. We have the Chariot card coming out with the 5 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, and 4 of Swords. So really feeling like you've got your guard up a little bit in terms of, your investments, what you're investing in. You're being picky and choosy where you're investing your time and energy, and rightfully so. Because I feel like, there's a moving forward here. You know what you're capable of. Maybe deep down, you didn't initially know that, but there's a reassessment and a revaluing, right? Like, what is important to you And so, you know, you're asking yourself, where do I want to put my time? Where do I want to put my energy? And maybe perhaps you're reflecting because you're really not giving yourself enough credit, right? For some of you out there, that could be ringing true. Maybe you're not giving yourself enough credit with that Five of Pentacles, right? You could be shorting yourself. And so, you know, you could be feeling like, I have to do this. I have to get out there and earn this money, and I have to do it this way. So, right, you're feeling like you have to do these things. And there's a fine line here between being wise and careful with your investments of your time and your energy, maybe even your finances. And then there's, you know, a whole another story entirely of shorting yourself, keeping yourself stuck, keeping yourself from reaching your full potential, right? So you could be walking that fine line, that tightrope at this time, right? You're feeling like, I'm just doing what I gotta do, but are you doing what you gotta do and then, you know, kind of settling into that space, right? Where you're allowing fear to keep you in, you know, a certain space, keep you paralyzed in this, right? Feeling like maybe you're not ready for this, feeling like you can't invest in yourself, feeling like you need to keep yourself hidden from the world, or you're hiding a part of yourself from the world, right? You're not reaching your full potential in a certain situation. That's what I'm really feeling like this week could bring in for you. So even though you feel as though you're moving forward, there's still going to be some emotional things coming up where you have to kind of work through them. And so honoring the thoughts and feelings that are arising this week, taking note of those things, maybe jot them down within a journal so you can look back on that, reflect on that, journal on those topics, meditate on those topics, because that's doing your inner work, that's doing your shadow work. So you can remove some of these obstacles as you're moving forward into this new energy. The 13th through the 19th, we have the King of Cups coming in with the Emperor, right? And the Two of Swords. So yes, you know, I feel as though you could be the master of your emotions. Maybe perhaps you're really good at identifying your feelings, maybe not so much in expressing your emotions, because maybe you control your emotions, you're really hard on yourself, right? Maybe you, you know, keep things to yourself, keep things under your hat, right? Tucked away. And so you want to portray yourself as, you know, come off in a certain type of way, I guess, to the world and to other people, right? You want to make sure that people feel like you're that stable, grounded energy, and, you know, that they can come to for advice. But overall, you know, with this Two of Swords here, you might be the master of your emotions. In fact, I feel like you might have a certain title. Maybe you're known notoriously for you know, keeping your emotions under wraps, right? Maybe people kind of have given you a label, perhaps, right? Like it's not an official status, right? But it's something that maybe people kind of know about you, perhaps, like that you always see the glass half full, right? Or that you always see the glass half empty. So maybe you're known as like the positive Penelope or the negative Nancy of the group, right? You know, so I feel like this is like an unwritten type of like label that you have out there, and you never let your emotions really get the best of you. You never lose control of your emotions. You're very level with that. But there's going to be a truth possibly that comes into this situation, plays into this situation. Perhaps the truth is being revealed, or maybe you feel as you navigate some of the shadow stuff in the last week or so, maybe something comes up where you feel like you have an epiphany about yourself, and now you have to make a decision. Am I better off with or without this person? Am I better off with or without this job? Am I better off doing this or that? I feel like there's a decision that's going to come up, and I feel like there's a level to you that you're very introverted when you deal with things, but this might call for you to be extroverted. You might have to discuss things with somebody. You might have to open up, seek information, problem solving, that kind of thing with others, right? And so, talk to your supports, talk to your best friend about it, talk to your family about it, right? And I think that bringing this in will help to really speed things up in terms of the decision-making process for you. And I think that this decision is going to bring a whole change of pace for you. Whatever decision that you make, I feel like, is going to bring a change of pace to your life, right? But I also think that talking things through with somebody would be a good idea, because maybe these people will be there to help you as things speed up for you, to help you, because I feel like you might feel overwhelmed, right? Things might start showing up for you very quickly. You might be very supported by the universe, and you start to see the signs. Opportunities are showing up, and as you start to embrace some of these things, you might need to enlist the help of others with the responsibilities that you have. And so being able to delegate those things that you need to delegate, or enlist the help of others, I think is really important. That's what's coming through with that. So the last week, Scorpio, of February the 20th through the 28th, we have the Magician with the Devil and the Knight of Cups. So I feel like there could be an old flame coming forward. An old flame might surface and try to offer their cup of love to you, but I don't feel like you're gonna have it. I feel like you're not gonna give this person the time of day. In fact, I feel like you might still be nursing old wounds and hurts from this person. Perhaps this person was unfaithful, I feel, to you in the past, and maybe this was a relationship that was built a little bit more on the physical aspects of the relationship, and not necessarily a true, deep, intimate level of connection and knowing each other, and stimulating each other mentally and having great conversation. And so I think that that's going to make that a lot easier for you to dismiss. I do feel like the Magician coming in this week, you're going to feel like you're going to rock this. You really are. You are tapping into your power. You have all the tools that you need to get you where you want to go. I do feel like you might have moments that are very fleeting in terms of feeling trapped or stuck, right? Feeling like, I have to go to this job, I have to do these things, because I have these debts, or I have this bill, or things like that. I think that ultimately you really have to make sure that you're keeping your focus shifted to the things that are important, right? Especially when we're trying to manifest something different for ourselves. And I feel like what's important here is peace at all costs, right? So protecting your peace at all costs. So how are you manifesting protecting your peace at all costs? And I think it really boils down to paying attention to our thoughts, focusing on things that feel good, and doing more of those things that feel good, focusing on the thoughts that feel good, challenging the thoughts that don't feel good, reaffirming what you want in life and how you want to feel, right? Taking your power back within that, in that dynamic. And then implementing boundaries with others, because again, you're going to be investing your time and energy into things that are really important, or important to you, right? And important to where you're going and what you want. So really pay attention to the thoughts, though, that are coming through towards the end of the month. And how is that serving you? And if it's not serving you, how can you look at that differently? Okay? And then overall advice we have for Scorpio, the Death card with the World. right? So beautiful transformation, energy, change. I feel like there's no looking back here, Scorpio. Definitely no looking back. I feel like hold on to your pants. There's going to be some big changes coming in for you. And I feel like there's an energy and air around this of like, I have arrived. Like, you will feel when they come in like, man, this is what I've been waiting for, exactly what I've been waiting for. I feel like there is a need here for you to become territorial, so to speak. Really claim this for yourself, okay? Don't fear it. Really embrace that change, lean into it, and, you know, really lay it all on the line and be willing to risk a little bit. Take a risk, because when we take a risk, we are putting ourselves in a position to gain amazing, wonderful things in our life. And if we're not taking that risk, then we have not gained anything at all. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So, beautiful reading here for you, Scorpio. I do so hope that this resonates. As always, if you know another Scorpio that's near and dear to your heart that would benefit from hearing this message, please don't hesitate to share with them. And if you're interested in your own personal reading, because not all general readings can resonate for everybody, I'd love to be able to do that for you. You can hit me up at the Score site at the description box below, or at Facebook, Enchanted Emerald, in the messenger, or you can email me at enchantedemeraldny@gmail.com. As always, I will be back with another read for you guys again soon. Thank you so much. Take care.